Namaste to all. This is Madhuri at Science at Your Tips. So today we are going to discuss about the nomenclature of organic compounds, which we have seen already in the previous session. There we have seen some of the simple compounds. So we'll continue with the session. Here we have one compound. The first compound, if you see, 4 carbons are there here. So we can write the root word but. Then carbon to carbon everywhere, single bonds are there, in. And here if you see only one functional group is there, that is halogen, chlorine. So every time we have to remember that halogen should be written as a prefix only. So secondary prefix becomes halogen, that is chloro. Then here any other functional groups are not there. So simply we'll write here chlorobutane. Then coming to second compound, here also we have the 4 carbons only, but here 2 halogens are present. So here we have to write the number prefix and also numerical prefix for this secondary prefix. So what is the secondary prefix here? Halogen. What is that? Chloro. So first shall we write root word here? Butane. Because anyway halogen is written as a secondary prefix. We are not going to have any secondary suffix in this case. So for this secondary prefix, what we have to do? Here chloro is there, right? Chloro is there here, but here 2 times it is there. So we have to write compulsory dichlorobutane, but we have to mention the number prefix also on which carbon that chlorine is present. So here, from here onwards we'll start counting first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth. So on second and third these chlorines are there. If you count from here also, this becomes second carbon and this becomes third carbon. So we can write here 2,3 dichlorobutane. 2,3 dichlorobutane. Right. Next, coming to third compound. Here also we have 4 carbons. So let us write the root word here, but. Then here we don't have any other functional groups like secondary prefix, secondary suffix are not there. So that is why compulsory we have to write the first letter capital, but. Then after that, here we have double bonds at 2 times. Means, what is that suffix? Primary suffix we have to write here, ene. That ene is present 2 times. Double bond is present 2 times. So there again we have to write the number prefix on which carbon that double bonds are there. And also numerical prefix. So what is that? Di. Because here 2 times this double bond is there. So but. From this side we start counting because double bonds are present nearer to this. If you start counting from here, we can write 1, 2. But from this side if you start counting 2, 3. So 1 plus 2 becomes a 3. Least sum rule we have to follow here. From this side if you start counting, it becomes 2 and 3. 2 plus 3, 5. So least sum rule, if you want to follow here first carbon, second carbon, like that we have to start counting. So that is why what we write here, but 1,2-diene. But 1,2-diene. Sometimes it may be given like buta 1,2-diene. That also correct only. Buta 1,2-diene or exactly but 1,2-diene. Then see the fourth compound here. Here we have again 4 carbons. Root word we have to write but. And here we have everywhere carbon to carbon single bonds only, ene. And only one functional group is there, that is alcohol functional group. Whenever alcohol functional group is there, secondary suffix is written as ol, and only one time it is there, so no need to write any numerical prefix, right? So butane, number prefix will write 1 and then we'll write ol. Butane 1 ol. And we have to remember that if any functional group is present on the first carbon, actually no need to mention. If you mention also no problem. Butane 1 ol or simply butanol. Right. Now coming to the fifth compound here, we have how many carbons totally together? 4 carbons again. So based on that 4 carbons, we'll write here the word but. Then carbon to carbon everywhere single bonds only. So ane. Then after that, here we have a functional group that is called as aldehyde. When aldehyde is there, we'll write the secondary suffix as al. So butanol is the name for this compound. Sixth compound, if you see, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are there here. So that is why but. Root word, carbon to carbon everywhere single bonds only, ane. And COOH functional group is there. That is nothing but carboxylic acid. carboxylic acid is present here, we'll write the secondary suffix as oic acid. Only one time it is there, so that is why butanoic acid. Butanoic acid. Then seventh compound you see here. Here as it is present in the form of a cyclic compound. Cyclic compound, that is why we have to mention the primary prefix. What is that primary prefix? Cyclo. If it is present in the form of a ring compound, one ring is found, cyclo. If two rings are found, bicyclo. Three rings are found, tricyclo. Like that we have to continue. So only one ring compound is there. One cycle-like structure is there here. So that is why what we will do. So we will write here cyclo. Then any other functional groups are not there. Any double bonds or triple bonds are not there here. So simply we will write here but because 4 carbons are there. Carbon to carbon everywhere single bond. So A. Cyclobutane we are going to write for this compound. Right. Then see the next compound here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. So root word becomes pent. Root word becomes pent, and in this pent in this compound we have C double bond O functional group. Whenever C double bond O functional group is there, we have to check whether it is containing both sides alkyl groups or one side hydrogen and other side alkyl. If both the sides alkyl groups are there, it is called as keto functional group. Ketone we will say that. If one side hydrogen and remaining side means the other side, if we are having the alkyl groups, we will say that as a aldehyde. So both the sides alkyl groups are there. One side methyl group and one side propyl group. So that is what we will do here. We will identify this as a ketone. Right. So for ketone we will write the secondary suffix as -one. So pentane. Pentane, on which carbon we have this functional group? We have on second carbon. From this side if you count, it becomes a second carbon. From the other side if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth carbon it will become. Again we have to follow the least number rule. So that is why we will write here pentane 2-one. Pentane 2-one. Right. So these are some more compounds. With the help of the 11 number rule system we are going to write the names. Some more compounds, let us see. So we have the remaining compounds, some more other compounds we have here. So for that we will see the examples. Here we have 4 carbons. 4 carbons are present. So that is why we write the word but, and everywhere we have this ring-like structure is there, cyclo. So cyclo word we will write here. Along with that, here any functional group if you check, we have only halogen, that is bromine. So bromine, that is halogen, we have to write it as a prefix. We are not going to write as a suffix. So that is why we will write here as cyclobutane. Along with that, first, second. From wherever we have this bromine, wherever we have the substituent, that we have to count it as a first carbon. So first carbon, second carbon are having the bromine. So that is why let us write this as 1,2-dibromo, 1,2-dibromocyclobutane, 1,2-dibromocyclobutane. Right. Next one, if you see, here we have 2 types of functional groups. So one is identified as a substituent and the other one is written as a secondary suffix. So only for one we are going to give more priority. Right. So that one if you see, we have here 3 carbons. So we'll write it as a 3 carbons are there. So we'll write the root word as pro. Then after that here we have to see what is the main functional group, that is aldehyde. So propanol, carbon to carbon everywhere single bonds only, propanol. Next, here from this side we have to start counting. Whichever functional group is given more priority, that should be given less number. So from there onwards we have to count. Though we are getting we are violating the least number rule, then also we have to start counting from the functional group, means from the carbon on which the main functional group is there. Though we are violating the least number rule or least sum rule. Right. So first carbon, second, third. We write here 2,3-dichloro. 2,3-dichloropropanyl. 2 and 3 are the number prefix. Di is the numerical prefix. Chloro is the secondary suffix. Then prop, root word, ane. Ane, the primary suffix. Then all, secondary suffix. Then if you see here, the next one we have here Altogether we are not going to count how many carbons are there. In the main chain how many carbons are there, only that will count every time. So here 3 carbons are there, carbon to carbon single bond is there, A, then COH functional group is there, that is why we write this as a oic acid, propanoic acid. Along with that one functional group is there on the second carbon, first carbon, second carbon. What is that functional group? If the COH is not there, that is identified as a aldehyde, but CHO should be identified here as a substituent. So that is why we will give a name for this substituent, that is formyl. That formyl is present on second carbon. We will write here as 2-formyl. 2-formyl propanoic acid. 2-formyl propanoic acid. Right? Next, 12th one. If you see the next one we have here, altogether carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are there. Hex we can write. The root word we can write it as a hex. Then we have here on one carbon we have OH group. Hydroxy group is there. Then on this carbon we have double bond O, keto group. Keto group and alcohol functional groups are there. Keto group is given more priority. So from that side we have to start counting. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Right. So second carbon we have this keto group, and the sixth carbon we have the OH group. So that is why what we will write here, 6-hydroxy. 6-hydroxy. Hex is the root word here. Carbon to carbon everywhere single bonds are there. Ane. Then double bond O is present on second carbon. That is why hexane 2-one. 6-hydroxy hexane 2-one we are going to write. Right. Then the next one, if you see, here we have again carbons are present in the main chain. How many carbons are there here? We have to count. How many are there here total together? 5 carbons are there. So on third carbon again we have some substituent. So that substituent can be identified as methyl group, and that is present on third carbon. From anywhere if you count, that becomes a third carbon only. So that is why what we will do here, third carbon is having the methyl group. So we write this as a 3-methyl pentane. 3-methyl pentane. 3-methyl pentane. Right? Next. The next compound we have here. Here also we have 2 halogen groups. 2 halogen groups are there. So that is why it can be written as a secondary prefix, because every time halogen we are going to write as a secondary prefix only, not as a suffix. And here it is present on first, second, third. Second, third carbons are means they are having the halogen group chloro, and 2 times it is there, that is why dichloro. So we'll write here 2,3 dichloro. 2,3 dichloro. How many carbons are there here altogether? 5 carbons are there. We'll write here as pentane. 2,3 dichloropentane. 2,3 dichloropentane. Next compound, if you see, we have CH3NH2. NH2 functional group is given the secondary suffix name as amine, right? And here only 1 carbon is there. So meth, anyway only 1 carbon is there. So compulsory ane only will come here, because carbon to carbon double bond is written as ene, carbon to carbon triple bond is written as ine, right? So methane, amine. So it becomes methanamine. Methanamine is the name given for this compound. Next compound, you see, here we have 2 carbons are again. So that is why we write here it, and we have here CONH2 group. CONH2 group is there, right? So that is why we will write it as amide group. So as CONH2, this total together it is taken into the functional group. So what we will write here? Ethanamide, right? Next, CH3, CH2, CO, Cl. Total together we have here 3 carbons. So prop, and CO, Cl is written as a secondary suffix oil chloride. If Cl is not there, what is the name we are going to give? If OH is there, CH3, CH2, COH, propanoic acid. Like that, we write here propanoyl chloride. This is the name we are going to give. Next compound, if you see, we have here 3 functional groups. Altogether we have 3 functional groups. One can be written as a secondary prefix. As you know already, aldehyde will be written as secondary prefix every time. OH, sometimes a secondary suffix. When only that one is there, means if it is given more priority, that we are going to write. But here OH group also is there. So that is what we will do here. This can be written, that is OH can be written as a secondary prefix. So we have to write this as a hydroxy, and as COH group is given more priority, we are going to write under secondary suffix. So what is the name we are going to write? First of all, identify the number of carbons. But, 4 carbons are there, but, and in that but, COH group is written as a means more priority is given for that butanoic acid. Next on second carbon we have chlorine, third carbon we have hydroxy. Here we have to write the substituents names in according to their alphabetical order. So chlorohydroxy, in these two, which will be written first alphabetical order means chloro. So that is what we will write here, 2-chloro 3-hydroxy, 2-chloro 3-hydroxy butanoic acid, 2-chloro 3-hydroxy butanoic acid. That is the name we are going to write. So here I will write 2-chloro 3-hydroxy butanoic acid. 2-chloro 3-hydroxy butanoic acid. Right? So these are some more other compounds for which we are giving the names according to the 11 number rule system, IUPAC nomenclature. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching this, and also like, comment and share my videos. Thank you everyone.